Vishisht Seva Medal, Ati Vishisht Seva Medal and Bard, Vishisht Seva Medal. I welcome Mr. A.V.S. Satyanarayan to render a lecture on taxation and investments. Mr. A.V.S. Satyanarayan is a tax regulation strategist specializing in compliance auditing, analysis and reporting. Based in Chennai, he has an illustrious history as a tax and management consultant. Having rendered his services at top bureaucratic levels, he is an authority in the subject and is someone who has often been requisitioned for resolving complex taxation issues. Mr. Satyanarayan's authority and grasp over the matters of taxation has been widely hailed in the environment. He has handled public relations over the past 28 years and carries with him a deep insight into any organization's operability, having interacted with people across a very wide spectrum. He renders his invaluable advice to service personnel in IAS, IPS, IRTS, IFS, and those in the Army and Navy. Mr. A.V.S. Satyanarayan is also an honorary tax consultant to Army Wives Welfare Association in Chennai, Indian Railway Welfare Central Organization in New Delhi, the ICF Women's Organization in Chennai, and the Tirumala Tripathi Devasthanam's Organization of Tirupati, of which he was also a member in its local advisory committee. May I now request Mr. Satyanarayan to kindly address this gathering.
Very good morning to you all. And I am grateful to Lieutenant General Bobby Matthew, the Commandant, OTA, for having given me this opportunity to be with you all today. In fact, this is my 5th lecture in Officers Training Academy, and I am blessed and I have completed 32 years of my practice with Indian Armed Forces. I have come here not to promote any saving schemes, but how to become rich with the salary, the minimum you get every month over a period of time. There are 4 segments for a personality: bachelor's life, married, and married with children, and retired life. As a matter of fact, you start with a bachelor's life. There is no much commitments, there are no responsibilities, but then after marriage, the responsibilities are very more. So, in fact, the saving schemes are very important, and it should never be with an intention to save income tax. You should invest money. All the more to make a corpus, because confirmed liabilities are higher education of the children, buying a house and buying a car, and to live after retirement comfortably when there are no government benefits whatsoever it may be. So all the more first 3 years of your service, if you choose investments which will build up your corpus, all the more after marriage, you will be able to meet out the inflation, which is very high compared to the monetary values going down day by day. So firstly, I will talk 2-3 rules which are to be complied upon. All of you should have PAN card before 31st March or at least by April. Otherwise, the penalty will be deducted at 20% from your salaries from next year. In fact, I've come to know a lot of JCOs and Jawans used to come to me, sir, for the last 4 years, 20% tax was deducted, sir. I do not know the reasons. The very purpose of deducting 20% tax was he did not possess a PAN card. So all of you should apply for a PAN card which is linked with the bank account and income tax account. Secondly, all of you, since this year ending the passing out, you will be ended up with getting an income of 4.64 lakhs, which is a taxable income for this year. So all the more filing income tax returns is a must that I would like to emphasize. So for which all of you should possess by then the PAN card, because for filing tax returns, PAN card is a necessity. So all the more please apply. Then investments. Generally investments, long-term savings schemes are yielding only 5 to 7%. But short-term investments are not much there, which are safe actually. So all the more I would request you to concentrate on two types of deposits. One is to accumulate the corpus, the banks, the fixed deposits. Though the interest is taxable, first 3-4 years you have to build up the corpus. That is very important for you to lead a married life and to meet out lot of expenses. The second aspect is the Public Provident Fund account, the Government of India scheme, which is par with the DSOP. And the third investment is mutual funds. Here, everybody wants to become rich in a shorter span. So the best investment is shares, people will think. Either one can become a crorepati or otherwise. During Arshad Mehta's time, a lot of people who invested about 70,000 yielded about 70 lakhs, 1 crore, 2 crores and all. But which is not the area that salaried class should rely upon. So all the more, to safeguard the system, the mutual funds have come into picture. SBI Mutual Fund, ICICI, what they do is, they collect the money from various section of people, salaried class, business class, in turn invest in blue chip companies, about 6-7, and they have got masters to play upon. Thereby, overall they yield about 17 to 20%. They share with you about 14 to 15%. Now, say some example, 50,000 per annum in mutual fund, while it gives you tax benefit. 3 years time, about 1.5 lakhs may become 2.2 lakhs. So safely one can invest in mutual funds. LIC policy. The very purpose of taking an LIC policy is to first safeguard your life. But today's situation, your government has also covered much of it LIC covered. So if at all you people want to take an LIC policy, it should be like a money back policy, wherein shortest time, 15 years, 20 years, the policy should mature. So the very area that other than salary, you will not be able to get any lump sum money. Your situation should be, by the time you have 1 or 2 children growing into college, that is the time you require heavy money, because that is in life that you are going to meet out with a very heavy expenditure. You know, all MBBS or MD or engineering, it costs 70 lakhs, 1 crore, 50 lakhs. So all the more, though it may not be compulsory that you have to meet out this demand, your extra income that is required is between 45 and 52. One. Secondly, as far as all of you are concerned, I think I am aware that you have a tenure of 10 years, extendable to 4 years. So 14 years is your period of working, including the lady cadets. But surprisingly, it is not very a happy situation that there won't be any pension after serving for 14 years, I suppose. So when there is no pension, thereafter 14 years, you'll have a time gap of about 1 year or so to join any other organization. You require a money which has to yield annual interest. Thereby, I emphasize, to be very honest with you, Public Provident Fund account, besides DSOP. I don't say that DSOP is not good, but all the more you must always have a second investment, therefore Public Provident Fund account. The beauty of this Government of India scheme is, every year you can invest 12 times in a year, choice is yours, but maximum 1.5 lakhs you can invest in a year. Start with 500 rupees, you can open an account. Here, whatever money invested under Section 80C to one extent of 1.5 lakhs, it is allowable deduction. The principal plus interest is fully tax-free, while the lock-in period is 6 years. After 6 years, you can withdraw 50% of the balance that is lying in the PPF account, which is wholly tax-free. That is most important. And second aspect is, though the account is for 15 years, but you can extend it up to 25 years. So, all the more from today, there is one account you can have up to 25 years. Government of India SAFE scheme is Public Provident Fund account, Government of India scheme. There is no advertisement, though it's a Ministry of Finance, because they didn't want to encourage, so there are no advertisements. Kindly concentrate on that also, because you have to distribute the money in various schemes. You cannot hop on one scheme. And here, purchase of a property flat. In my experience over 32 years, which I have done for salaried class, whether it is IAS, IPS, IRTS, governors, vice president, and all dignitaries, I found there is only two ways for a salaried man to become rich. Is only in investment in a land or a property, because that is where the price goes up. You make a lot of profits legally. The second aspect, of course, shares. I don't want you to go into that side except to concentrate on mutual funds. Here the beauty is, I will tell you examples of truth. What has happened in my 32 years of practice with your army officers. In fact, one lieutenant colonel came, he said, sir, I have got 28 lakhs, I would like to invest. What do you want me to invest? I said, you've got two kids aged about 5 and 7 years, the two girl babies. So what you do is, now you invest in a flat with an intention to sell the property, not to live in that property, because yours is a transferable job. You will keep going around. You may come back to your property only after retirement, is the purpose with which you buy a property in a nice place, which I traced a property and gave it to him. Believe me, officers, after about 11 years he came to me with his grown-up daughters. I swear, he said, sir, I sold that property for 1.6 crores. My two daughters, I have invested 25 lakhs in fixed deposits. My wife, 50 lakhs, balance I am keeping it, sir. Now, sir, I have decided to buy a beautiful 70 lakh property, a nice flat, 3-bedroom flat. And besides, my two daughters have got 25 lakhs. See, I don't say that it will happen in everybody's case, but the way in which the growth is taking place and the population are going, today's forest is tomorrow's paradise.